Welcome to the Rolling Team of the Year. It's a new segment brought to you weekly by Big V. Sort of like, the best team of the year at the end of the season, but what we'll be doing is adding players and removing players as the weeks go on. If you're a hot player, you're going to get added onto this list. If you drop off a couple of weeks in a row, you might be removed. It might look something similar to the all Big V teams, the first teams and the second teams, the All-Stars. So let's start with the men here. We're going to kick it off. There's only been 2 weeks so far, but a guy who has been a superstar so far for Bulleen, a new import in the league, Chauncey Orr. 4 games, he's gone 29 points per game, 9 boards, 5 assists, 57% from the field. Looking like a standout import so far in 2019. Joining him on the list is Troyce Manassa from Southern Penn, Division 2 men. 36.5 points per game so far. To go along with that, 10 boards, 2 assists and 4 steals. He had 42 points last time he hit the court. 61% from the field as well. Chris Johnson from Melton's Division 2 men, another D2 men player. 24.5 points per game, 13.5 boards, 4.5 assists, 4 steals, 67% from the field. A man who we're all familiar with, Corey Standifer, Chelsea Championship men. 24.5 points per game, 13 boards, 5.5 assists, 2.5 steals and 2 blocks, doing it all for the goals as always. And Jake Heath for Blackburn Championship men, 28 points per game, 5.5 boards, 6 assists, had a 29 and 10 assist game in the last that he stood it up for. Now onto the bench. We'll have 7 players on the bench each week. These players can of course slide into the starting lineup as well or drop out completely. First up, Joe Reed Jr. from Corio Bay Championship men, 26 points per game, nearly 10 boards, 45% from the field. Joining him, Mike Anderson, Keilor Championship men. He's had a great start to the season. Nearly 22 points a game, 7.3 boards, 5.3 assists, nearly 70% from the field. Had a 20.8 rebound and 10 assist game on the weekend. Lee Saffin from Wallen, Division 2 men. Over 25 points per game, over 5 boards per game. He shot at 46% from the field. Had 38 points and 9 boards last time he suited up. Nick Gabsch from Southern VYC men. He didn't play in round 2, but had 2 games in round 1, and that was enough to get the chocolates in onto this team. 35 points per game, 7 rebounds, 2 assists per game, 57% from the field. And then CPA, the accountant, Bulleen VYC man. He's got new colours this year, same old scoring. 24 points per game, 12.7 rebounds, and 44% from the field. Josiah King, Youth League 1 men, 27.5 points per game, 6.5 boards per game, over 3 assists, 64% from the field, had 31, 4 and 4 on the weekend. Alex Higgins-Titcher from Melbourne VYC men, 21.3 points per game, 9 boards, 2 assists, 62% from the field. He had 30 points on 14 shots, 3 assists and 5 steals in game 1 of round 2. That brings an end to our 7 bench players. 12 players in total, 5 starters, 7 on the bench. Do you disagree? Do you agree? Who do you think will make their way onto the team next week? Who shouldn't have made the team this week? Leave your comments below. Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. I'm sure you'll see this in a number of places. We'll be back a couple of hours later with the women's rolling team of the week. Until then, we'll catch you next week.